Greetings, listeners, and hello. And right now, I'm going to be coming to you as not just as your GM, but as today's episode is going to get a little dark, and I want to show just how serious this is. So, listeners' discretion is advised. And please know that we here at Tabletop, we take mental health extremely serious, and we never take anything as a joke. So if you are ever feeling like you're going to harm yourself or others, please seek help. Thank you. And welcome back, everyone. We are in what's going to be pretty much a penultimate episode of Romance of the Ship Kingdoms, our D&D Spelljammers campaign. And we have gotten to know all of our characters well enough that it's finally time for me to do one of those big revealing cutscenes. And the best way to say this, that this would be where the camera would show a long time ago. A long time ago, there wasn't just one king in the Fug plane. There wasn't just Asteroth. He was actually a twin. He had a brother by the name of Mephistopheles. Twins loved each other very much, and Mephistopheles actually saw an Archon by the name of Mary, and they actually had a child, a tiefling, and they named him Merlin. The family was very happy until the War of the Gods happened. Tharizdun versus the Gods, round one. And this war was horrifying. It was brutal. And at one point, when Merlin was very young, he watched both his parents fall to Tharizdun. So, Merlin remembered this, and he was a prodigy. Around 10 years old, he literally had mastered all forms of magic. Even chronomancy had bows to Merlin. So, even time bows to him. So, at this point, Merlin joins forces with some of the other surviving gods and his brother, and they are able, using the help of certain other individuals, they're able to make the chains to imprison Tharizdun. And it was at this moment Merlin thought he could finally find peace, and together with a couple of his oldest friends, they found a nice quiet place in the astral sea, the astral plane, and they made a group of planet-sized ships called the Cluster. Merlin found this beautiful purified drow by the name of Morgana, and together they had a son. It was at this point Merlin became something completely different. He became what would be called a planeswalker. No plane was outside of Merlin's grasp. He could just as blinking or breathing, he could walk between planes. One thing on the back of Merlin's mind was always about Tharizdun. He was always thinking about him like he's not gone. He's just chained. He's just locked away. There is no such thing as the perfect prison. There's always a way to get free. Father now. He has a wife, a husband. It's time for him to move on. That's gone. And that's when he meets his old friend, the High Elf's family. He sees he has two mighty sons and a daughter. And one's by the name of Stannis, and the other. His name is Rye. Now, can't stress this enough, but I want to make one thing clear. Just how big of a difference 1 minute can make. 1 minute, 60 seconds. Because in one day, it was the seer... Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't reveal that yet, but yes. The child was named the seer. And on his 10th birth, his father was out speaking with his old friend. And Rye, without missing a beat... We'll have no reason why he says this, but he did. He looks at Merlin and says, "You know, if I did what you did to Tharizdun, I would be fearful of the day he would be coming to destroy my family and finish me off just like he did to your parents. You got bigger brass than me. I'd always be thinking about that, looking over my shoulder." He taps Merlin's shoulder, keeps walking. Rye has no idea what he has done. He's essentially triggered his own downfall, the death of all the other gods, everything, just with this one sentence. If only he would have waited 1 minute and thought about what he was going to say, who he was saying, this whole story would have been different. And it was in that moment, Merlin wasn't Merlin anymore. He was Heinrich. Seer was with his mother. They were having fun. They were with the village. His mother was introducing him to the family. They were celebrating his 10th birthday. Granted, they were having to makes excuses about the scars in the back of his calves, about why are they so large and so numerous. They couldn't tell the truth. I mean, Merlin's just, he expects the best. He sees that his son has a legacy to live up to. Morgana turns and sees her husband. That's not her husband anymore. She wants to turn and grab her child and run, but no. Everyone will go in fear, and with what's in front of her, no. Everyone would be dead here, so she just lowers her head and follows behind. Mm-hmm. When they get home, a burning chain grows across Morgana's neck, her wrist, her ankles, the same thing for his son. A binding chain is even around their hearts. As he slaps them both to the ground, he cries and holds them to him, screaming about why would you make me do this? I'm just trying to keep you safe. From now on, you're not allowed to leave. 6 years this goes on. Seer, your mother, been sneaking out. Your mother's been telling you about the spell reincarnation, and how special it is, what it means to druids, and that anybody can have a second chance. Seer, your mother looks at you, and she hugs you. She strokes your hair. For some reason, you think back to one of your lessons back before your father started being weird, before he changed, about how he told you, my son, you have a great destiny in front of you. I know it will be hard, but you must always remember, you must do whatever you can to protect those that need it. Promise me that if it ever comes down to it, you will always choose to save those in need. Even if it's against your own father, even if it's me, you will not hesitate to strike me down.
Promise, Mother.
Going home. At this moment, the thing that was your father, he's changed even more. He looks at you, and he's been crying so much that it's just tears of blood at you. And he looks at your mother and he screams, what else have your tricks are you trying to do to me, Tharizdun? A massive fireball appears in his hand. The seer, stop and you look, and it flashes in your mind. This is that moment. You have the ability. You could end this. You could save your mother, but it would cost the life of your father. But you know another way. You can surpass your father. This is that time where you show him that you are ready for your mantle. You will surpass him, and you will save them both. That is not the way he said it would be. You can have everything. You can save your family. It will only take 1 minute. No, the fireball flies from your father's hand. This is what he's done since he was 10. He could do it before you could even draw a breath or blink. He could cast a fireball. Your mother turns to ash before your eyes. When it happens, your father's mind is clear. He's not Heinrich. He's Merlin. He looks at you and he's just, no! Perhaps you lifts you up against the wall, pleading, why didn't you use it? You had the ability. You could have just killed me. Your mother could live. Why did you choose this? You selfish bastard! Why?
I wanted to save you both.
Never forgive you. He drops you to the ground. Your father's mind shatters fully, and in a whirl of energy, he's gone. But then you hear a cry, a newborn cry. From the ashes of where your mother was, you see a baby. Your mother, right before the fireball hit her, she was chanting a spell. She had chanted reincarnation, and she has been reborn as a baby, drow purified. You pick up your mom, and holding her in tears, you may have lost your mom and your father, but you'll have a second chance in saving your mom this time. You go back to the village of your mother's family, and you join the tribe, and they welcome you with open arms. And as we leave there, Merlin, in his madness, is captured by Rai, who is now host to Tharizdun, taken to a prison in an old god's head, and locked away. And then a monster by the name of Father Limerick looks down, and as he laughs, he starts to laugh in Merlin's voice. And then not only does he laugh in Merlin's voice, he has Merlin's face. And Rai says, all right, Limerick, our plan's just begun. We have one of the biggest hurdles taken care of. And, the best part is, Limerick, the fool that allowed me to take over his body doesn't even realize he's the one that allowed the downfall of this man. And I didn't even have to do anything. His sister died of natural causes. Oh, fate, you cruel mistress. Thank you for giving me everything I wanted. Oh, if you're there somewhere. And now, we are back. This is right after the doctor had his drinking and camaraderie with the Tarask known as Fang. Fang had finally gone to the prison in the old god's head. And as he got there, stopped, and then he started to whistle and walked to the deepest part of the prison. Deeper Fang got, until finally he reached the bottom of the old god's head prison. He opened it up, and inside was a withered man with these massive spikes with ancient runes carved into him, embedded in his back at certain points. A blindfold and a gag in his mouth and his arms, draped across his chest. Fang goes over and undoes all the ancient seals, freeing him from all these restraints. Crouches down, and as he flexes his arm, just the greatest tension in between his finger and his thumb and his middle finger, he flicks this individual, this prisoner in the head. Hey Merlin, are you back now? Slowly, Merlin opens his eyes. My boy, what's going on? No, where am I? The last time am I hurting my boy? Why is he crying? Last thing I remember, we were going to finally leave the tower and join Morgana's tribe. I was finally going to be free of my prison. What have I done? Merlin, I understand you're in tremendous pain from what you're going through, but I need you right now. He's come back. You've been locked away. It's time for you to get your mind right. There's things that need to be done. Yeah. I need you to start freeing everyone. Sounds like he's here. Merlin, when you see my Uncle Jerry, let him know I'm going to make him proud today. I remember you and Uncle Jerry when you found me when my mother let me, when I was born in this plane. After my mother did my grooming and left me to grow, you and Jerry raised me. You gave me something no other Tarask has ever experienced. You gave me love. So, I have a big debt to you and Jerry. Oh, what are you about to do, Fang? I'll be fine. Just start freeing everyone. Fang gets up, leaving Merlin. He begins the next stage of his plan. He goes, and as he goes back up to the main entrance hangar of the prison in the old god's head, the outside is just black. There's no stars. There's no nothing. That's because Fang realizes that's just because that's how many ships there are. Dear God, there's so many ships that it blocks out the view of the stars. But nothing's going to derail him. Nothing's changing his decision. He's made his mind up. For you, Uncle Jerry. Fang. Fang. What are you doing? Why are you up here, and why are you in your little form there? I told you. Rules are you stay in the big monster form, you stay intimidating, and you stay guarding that door to that little thing down there in the basement. You're up here, and you're in that stupid form. Fang is stunned because he sees around the Carrion's neck, around Rye's neck, that's Jerry's amulet. Jerry's, it's one of a kind. There was never be another one. Why does he have that? What? Oh, you mean this? He's dead. Finally got rid of that annoying little squid. It was so easy. I've tried everything, but all it took was a simple little hand through the chest. Fang is quiet. He doesn't respond. Now, little Fangy, when ask again, why are you up here? Then, could you please escort this little shit back to his guard place? and I will forget that you did this. I'm not in the mood. I lose tracking of your bride, my little pawn that I worked so hard working on making my way, blows himself up. A little fuck, and you are not at your post. 2 guards are walking, and as soon as they're within 5 feet of Fang, only their torsos are walking towards Fang. As their blood spurts from their bottom halves, you can just hear the teardrops falling from Fang's cheeks. Little Fang running in Jerry's arms. So many moments in his life, Jerry there, every time. And that's when Fang just unleashes a monstrous scream held in his chest, a scream that is felt in every last one of the 6 planes. And Fang charges Tharizdun's army. He doesn't stop. He just keeps tearing through them. He can't stop. The tears, they just won't stop falling from his face until finally every last soldier is dead. The one that was Rai, but now is Tharizdun, just looks and goes, "All right, you had your little temper tantrum. I think it would be best if you just..." Before he can even finish his statement, giant Fang. Well, honestly, you can't see anything because just the one that is Tharizdun, his arm is gone, his right arm is gone. Oh, and there, granted, only a juvenile, but still fearsome. There is just an astral form of Tarask. Fang with his eyes glowing a bloody red. "You're mine." An arm shoots out of the cavity of where the arm got bit off. "Boy, let's go." As they run at each other, they smash, the ceilings crumble, and the battle between a god and a god killer begins. Merlin is desperately hoping he can reach the prisoners in time. He runs. And then that's when we come to Sin's ship. I cannot express what the players are coming into because Phoenix, she stayed behind. Sorry, Bella, you stayed behind. Sin's at the bar. But
yes, she did.
Harry, Fix, the Seer, you 3, and the Doctor. You 4. You boarded Sin's ship, and you headed towards the rumored prison inside of an old god's head. As everything seemed normal till everything just went black. There's not a star in the sky. There's nothing. Granted, and then all around you just see massive orbs or giant spheres of light appear and then disappear. That's when you start to realize there's thousands, hundreds of thousands, no, millions of ships flying all around you. Now, who is going to have the balls? Who wants to try to take command first? Because you gotta try to make it to the prison in the old god's head. You've come into a massive battle.
I'll try.
And I can help, dearie.
We're going to start things up with the Doctor. Everyone's going to get a turn to try and get through this. The Doctor!
Yes.
I would let me think real quick about what yes. Give me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
We're going to see if you can even keep your wits about you as a gargantuan explosion just lights up right next to you, rocking the ship. Everyone,
13.
Everyone, as you're looking, the ship rocks. 5 of your crewmen are looking, going, "There's a fire down below." Massive explosion rocks out, blowing a chunk of your ship out, killing those crewmen. Smoke just going up. The ship is rocking.
Oh shit. I forgot my mask at the bar.
Harry, Seer, this is for both of you. Harry, you see the Doctor freezes up in this moment. He was at the wheel. You know in your heart of hearts, hell, you just had that prison ship. You just made those old gods just floating through wild space. And yes, they're still floating through it because somewhere out there's just guys, we really shouldn't have trusted him. Stop! And so, Harry, you can take this wheel. The Seer.
I'm going to try to keep this ship steady and block the hole with my vines.
I was hoping you'd say that. Now,
It's going to be a lot easier since I'm not wearing clothes, dearie.
can you give me an Arcana roll, please? And for you, Harry,
I think Harry's got the opposite idea, but he is going for the wheel, and I think he just calls out, "Everyone, hang on! Harry's got. There's no time for a sane reaction to this. We're going a little insane."
Everyone, you're actually pretty lucky because as the seer wraps vines around the explosion, keeping it contained, blocking up that hole, you all feel plant vines wrapping around your ankles, bracing you, keeping you safe as another explosion rips through the ship. Harry, what do you do?
Time to go fast. I think Harry's seeing all this, and he's thinking back on what he did, and just being slow right now, we're feeling steady. We're just making ourselves a bigger target. So
more explosions. The seer!
Yes.
Give me a constitution roll because something doesn't feel right. Why do you feel him?
I don't like that, Derry.
Oh no. The seer. And Harry, roll me a d20, please. So, the seer.
All right. They roll a physical d20 or a roll 20 d20?
Whatever is your preference.
Let's give roll 20 a chance. I had an actual roll. Okay. That's 11.
Just there. As the ship explodes in speed, going faster. You barely make it through a gargantuan group of explosions as a massive group of enemies and what looks like allies ships explode. You make it through. And the seer.
Yes, Derry.
12 years old.
Oh, no.
There you are. You're a child. What have I told you?
Sorry, Father.
You're not doing it right. And he makes you turn around. He lifts up your pants legs and he pulls out his switch and he starts to hit you in your calves. You will be greater. You are meant for greatness.
Trying. I'm really trying.
Seer, Lord Nibbles. He huddles up against you. You remember when you were 15, your mother came home and surprised you with your very own giant space hamster. And you named him Lord Nibbles. You see Lord Nibbles in front of you, and he's able to pull you back from this memory just in time to pull back control of your vines as another group of explosions just wreck the ship.
Shit! I make more vines to try to keep the ship nice and stable, and I even add extra oxygen to help control the oxygen level.
Biggs.
Yes.
Did you bring the Jotham dagger?
Oh, I did.
So it starts to glow. When you hold it out, it glows even brighter when you point in the direction of where you see a giant old god's head, dead old god head. You know what's definitely in there is something of godly, something that is a god, divine. And the Jotham dagger is hungry. Oh, I forgot to tell you that it's cursed.
Oh, well, the best things are cursed.
Hey, Vix.
I thought the best things in life were free.
Hey, Vix.
Yes?
Are you ready? It's been some time since I could feed. Are you going to be a good owner and let me feed?
I want this asshole dead. Let's go. And I'm gonna cast Blink.
Ooh. What do you cast?
Blink.
Oh, is it just on you or on everyone?
It's just on me.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Oh my, ma. Okay, ma. We'll come back to you. Oh, the doctor. I want you to know, doctor, I didn't just want to just spring this on you and make you think you're all on this on your own. Because some of your favorite little canister buddies have made sure to follow behind you.
Isn't that nice of them?
Doctor! And they brace, they help you. They having them around with their familiarity, you're feeling back, your mind's coming right.
Oh, out of character, did we agree that I upgraded them?
Oh,
to
yes.
be like Clea?
Oh, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then the one who's currently talking to me, his name is Toot Toot McBumblesnazzle.
Monster! Yeah, I have to say this.
Yes!
So Toot Toot Bumblesnizzle.
McBumblesnazzle.
Toot Toot McBumblesnizzle.
Close enough.
Doctor!
What is it? Toot Toot McBumblesnazzle?
With preparations and readings into the area. We are picking up some dangerous energy signals.
Oh, where?
Straight ahead.
Okay, lock on it. Give me visuals. Stop touching my chest.
Of course. Knocked down. They connect so their vision connects to your communication crystal, and it opens up. You see your buddy that you were enjoying those magnificent glasses of just toxic beverages with. There's Fang, and you see him just locked in a fight with, dear God, it's that pretentious high elf Rye. And you see that he holds up his hands in these gargantuan, they look like massive, they're made of just some kind of fleshy material, these gargantuan spears that he's launching at Fang. He's doing his best to hang on, but your little friend, he's barely hanging in there.
Oh, okay. Crew, we're gonna go help Fang.
Yes, Doctor, we shall connect to the engine.
Those damn high elves always trying to get my tree fitty. Let's go help Fang right away.
Well, you guys are very lucky because I just rolled for the ship that was trying to chase after you. It rolled in that one and it just exploded.
Faulty wiring.
And the Daleks, our little canister buddies, they make it successfully down to the engine. Engaging power up to the Asteroth dog matter. Engine power up. Harry, roll me another d20.
All right. This time I'm going to roll it in person.
Very nice. And the Seer, give me one more Arcana roll.
Well, that was a mistake. That was a 4.
Okay, the Seer.
I got a 23. Dairy. 22 or 23.
Am I supposed to be adding any modifier?
No. It was just a regular d20.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
That was for Harry. Sorry. The Seer, it was Arcana. So you're fine. You did good. So that 23, everyone that's still on the ship, thankfully from the Seer's vines, the ship just started to crumble. Harry, that d20 was trying to keep it together as you were careening towards the hangar. Every last bit of the ship goes away. Everyone else in the crew flies out, gone. But no, the doctor, the little crew buddies, you're all safe as the vines protect you, turning into a ball. Boom! You crash through a wall.
We are Groot.
You caught me there.
Very much so.
You guys roll and boom, and you fall to the ground. And
I landed on my keys.
Figs, give me a dodge roll as a gargantuan astral red Tarask head is fighting, and then this gargantuan spear is coming at you, both coming at each other. They don't see you blinking it into existence. And you just hear in the background, Tharizdun! Fang!
Sorry, to dodge, that's acrobatics? Or just a flat dex?
You know what? I'll take acrobatic.
Okay, because I got a 21. Blackjack.
Okay, you're only going to take a d6 in damage. You take 4 damage. As you not barely, you think you gracefully backflip out of it, but your shoulder erupts in blood. And whatever armor you were wearing there just explodes and is destroyed.
I was wearing mage armor, so it was all cloth.
Oh, the cloth just explodes. And you see Fang just gets launched through a wall. Oh, thank God.
My favorite dress.
Oh, thank God. Okay, those few people, they take 9 damage, but they're still alive. They're hurt. Some of them are bloody, but they survive. Those few prisoners running, crawling away as bits are crumbling and crashing down. Everyone, you see what's coming. Now, before I continue on, the Seer.
Yes, dearie.
It's like a heartbeat. Boom, boom, thump, thump. Fang! Where are you? See him, Fang. And you see him, the Seer. He is.
What?
There's your father.
How close is he to me, dearie?
He's about a good 30 feet away.
What the hell are you doing alive?
As you yell and exclaim this, Merlin turns his head towards you, looking at you. To everybody else, to Figs, the doctor, and Harry, you all just see Father Limerick. But no, the Seer, you see your dad. That's your dad. You know him anywhere. And before we continue on with this, just before the one known as Fang started his rebellion, we go to the one named the Solar King, because he was headed to the Silver Stag Stannis. It was time to introduce the Yellow Turban army to the Silver Stag's army. And, alright, here we go.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Solar King, as you're getting there, you see the one that you know was Ephron's beloved cousin, Helios. This is just as he's just about to hail you, greet you, lead you. He's there, and in a flash, he's gone.
Excuse me? What kind of flash are we talking about?
It was an explosion. To the traitors! Death to all those who defy the chained, the unchained emperor! Explosions ring out, and this is when I need you. A D20!
A D20, you say? Alrighty.
Oh, yeah.
So just a flat D20, not a roll
Just
of anything in particular.
Just to start.
That'd be a no. That's a 2.
Why the fuck? Well, this is how it's going. The dice wanted this to happen. So, the explosions. Para, she looks. She's just, no, you can't fall here.
One thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking over my, let's see. Yes. Cutting action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darn. Dash, disengage, or hide. I was hoping for a piccolo.
Oh, so dodge. Well, you're going to get a little bit of a help because you're going to get advantage on your next roll as Kyra goes to the ship, jumps off the ship, and channeling all her magic, does a mighty push on your ship.
Goddamn.
Kyra looks at you, Solar King, and says, "Tell your grandfather I love him." And in a white, very hot flash, Kyra is gone.
All right, so you said ship.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah, I just want a little bit more of a scene painted for me.
Give me a perception roll now.
20 or 26 with advantage.
Why are there no stars? There are no stars in the sky. There's nothing. You see nothing. Everything's just blackness, except for the big, giant, glowing white balls that some look extremely close, some are far away. And then it finally dawns on you. There's millions of ships flying all around at each other, fighting, shooting at each other. There's just so many damn ships, they blot out your vision.
All right.
And your crystal goes off from Stannis as he says, "It's begun, boy! War!"
So it seems, Uncle. So it seems. Well then, I believe it's time the Solar King rises and makes an appropriate, flashy entrance.
Alrighty then. What would you like to use for this roll, for this entrance? And you're going to need to paint this for me.
Well, I was thinking of something a little unconventional, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am in command of a spiritually powerful demon army that has the ability to, as far as I can tell, teleport?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to send a couple of squads of my army to a couple of different ships and have them take over those ships.
Excellent. Alrighty. They're successful. They're successful in commandeering so many ships.
Now, the Solar Armada shall make a whole. I want the ships that I commandeered to fire upon any and all enemy ships that they can find and make a path for me.
What looks like a pinprick out in the distance slowly starts to get wider, and then you see it. A giant floating head, a giant floating old god's head. Multiple explosions going off. And even from here, you can tell that thing is rocking. You have no idea, but something big is going on in that prison.
Excellent. We call that a distraction. Now, as I am commander of the Yellow Turban Army, does that mean I have access to their teleporting abilities?
Thankfully, one of your commanders was able to get away, and he is there. He looks at you, and he's just staring. All you see is just those yellow glowing eyes and the turban.
Take me to the head, the prison. We have extraction to undergo.
He nods and he grabs you. And that's when we come back to the seer, everyone else, Harry, Figs.
Yes, Harry.
The seer, what are you doing in this moment as you see your father right there?
Well, right now I'm kind of trembling between fear and pure hatred.
He looks at you, but he looks at the scene of carnage going on, looks at you, bites his lip, and he turns to run towards Fang. Help him. Everyone, this is that moment. You have to make a choice. Will you go to help Fang, or are you going to help the prisoner? You all must reach a conscious decision. You all must join in either help going for the prisoners or helping Fang. You cannot split the party. It will mean death. As the GM, I love you guys, and this is the one freebie I'm giving you. If you try to split the party, you will all die.
Then I should speak up and explain that from my standpoint as both player and character, I don't know anything about Fang other than it is simply a Tarask, a guard dog. I don't know that it is intelligent or that it has a form. I don't know anything about it that you guys do.
Cool.
So, Evren, I would be more leaning towards getting the prisoners, the Ents, and the Council of the Solar Dragon out, because those are allies.
I'd be for helping the Tarask, because Tharizdun's the big bad evil guy, and to me it would logically the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. So by helping the Tarask kill Tharizdun, we're potentially saving hundreds of billions of lives and what few different dimensional planes are left that this guy didn't already ruin. So I want to help Fang.
A fair point. A fair point.
Now, I will say this. I will allow Twinkie and Lord Nibbles to be sent out to give the prisoners advantage if you choose to help, because they actually have the ability to do that.
And I did tell Brian my plan if we was to go help Fang rather than save the prisoners.
But once again, I will not interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have the floor. You do not need to rush because this is a big decision story-wise.
Yeah, I would like to deal with Tharizdun, with a spell. So what is he wearing?
So Harry, your vote.
Harry doesn't know any of this information from either side. But actually, I guess the question is, what would Harry know?
Okay, so
I can't really make a decision.
Allow me to give you Harry's perspective. Harry, you know the guy that's actually destroying this prison right now, fighting the kid that has the Tarask astral form. So the best way to put this is it would be looking like Naruto when he's doing the Karubi projection. How he would be inside of a giant Karubi form, energy form. So that's basically what Fang is doing. So you know that that's the Emperor that put you in the prison ship, that made you get tortured by Celestials, that cost you your arm, that personally looked at you and laughed at you as you were experimented on. So yes, you don't know, you just know that's the asshole that caused your life to just go to hell.
I hate to interrupt, but I have a question.
Yes?
How big is the Emperor / Tharizdun?
Oh, okay. Well, this is
his physical size.
Okay, so this is First Form Tharizdun. First Form Tharizdun is, he's not that big. He's only 7 foot, but he's a little chunky. He weighs maybe like a good 450.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
armor.
Yes, he's wearing just big, thick armor. Yeah.
Good.
I'm not going to try and take anything away from anybody, but I have the dumbest, most humiliating idea that I want to put on the table.
Like I said, you all have time to pitch every part, but I just wanted to hear from Harry real quick. So Harry, to you, that's just the asshole who's made your life hell.
Yeah, he's I forget. Did we lose this ship, or because I remember mentioning we are a group? So do we still have the ship?
It's not okay. The ship that you lost was the ship that Sin sent you in. Thankfully, there are other ships here in the dock. You will have a chance to just steal one of those. But yes, but what would you like to ask?
Because Harry's viewpoint is to deal with this guy, and with what he's seeing, he might be thinking the same thing as Eric's character.
Oh no.
Humiliations galore?
Maybe. I mean,
So,
how many people have a ship just smash into them?
True. However, if I may, I have two things that would just be absolutely malicious right now, and I would like to offer them to the party. One, I have a robe of useful items. One of the 10 patches that I rolled, is a pit.
Yep, he has a pit.
Wait a minute, don't I also have that portable hole from earlier when I ransacked Lord Giffman's place?
Yes.
So yeah, there's that. And then I have something even worse. I have a mirror of life trapping.
Oh, yeah.
I could assist in that. What I was going to do is I was going to cast Fuse Armor.
Use armor?
Yeah, Fuse Armor. It locks his armor in place around him.
Oh, that's beautiful. Because I can see you doing that, me opening up the portable hole to drop him in, and then setting up the mirror of life trapping.
Yeah, because Harry is going for this guy. The fact that, like, I think Harry's thought viewpoint is as the littlest guy in the room, both socially and probably physically. The fact that this guy did all that just to him makes him think that they are the biggest threat.
Oh, the CEO is in a very emotional state, seeing his father and all. And then he sees a child Taras fighting a monster. The CEO is many things, dearie, but he's a monster. He's a monster in many ways. However, he's very protective over children.
Even evil has standards, as the trope is called.
Of course I have standards. I can't be a gentleman and classless.
Very true.
Besides, what would my mother think? More importantly, what would Lord Nibbles think?
Also very true and very important.
Excellent.
So, it seems we are at a consensus. We're going to dogpile on Tharizdun.
And with this...
if we are going to do this, I do have to do something first.
And I also have a minor concern. If I could dagger him through the mirror.
Well, that's the thing. Depending on how quick we can pull this off. So, Brian told me that because of Tharizdun's abilities, he would actually be able to teleport out of the crystal that would capture his soul. However, breaking the crystal that a soul is captured in would thereby wipe the soul out. So, we would have a very small window, unless I'm getting my facts wrong. And it sounds like Brian's going to say something. Please do elucidate.
Okay. You got... Oh boy, that window is so small.
Can I finish real fast?
No, I wanted to... Go ahead, please.
Well, since we're all in agreement to go after the big bad evil guy, I'm going to take my fingers and plunge them into my heart real fast. I'm going to rip out 2 tiny seeds and hand them straight to Lord Nibbles. Lord Nibbles, I don't expect perfection of you, but I do expect you to do your best. Save as many as you can, dearie, and plant these exactly where they need planting. And when I return, make sure these seeds go back into my heart as quickly as possible.
Dear listeners, I just rolled for Lord Nibbles, and he just rolled a nat 20.
Go, Lord Nibbles.
I'm going to take off running before I lose control completely.
Well, damn it. Nope, this is the way we're doing it. So, and one more. Okay.
If we get Fuse Armor cast and then the ship rammed into him, I can put the hole underneath him by that, then set up the mirror. Maybe.
Oh. So, Harry, Twinkie looks at you, and he sees this giant hamster just beaming, running off, and he looks at you, gives you a nod, and he goes to follow after the hamster. Twinkie jumps, like he lands on the back of Lord Nibbles, and a giant tail just goes crashing through the walls. Lord Nibbles is jumping like from rocks, landing on them, just jumping between them, landing through pillars, and he's able to make it to a very peculiar room that it kind of looks like an Ouroboros symbol on the door, and he starts scratching at it. And that's when we're going to come to you guys. And the seer, as you're looking, you see what looks definitely is the enemy, that is Tharizdun. He just gets a massive tail swipe landed into him, but at the same time as a spear hits the astral form of Fang, sending him flying. As your father looks, he he casts Mage Hand, gripping Fang's shirt, pulling him down into his arms, sending him landing at your guys' feet. Right by you, Seer, as you transform.
You're gonna hear a lot of bones cracking, dearie. As I grow bigger, my skin dissolves away, and I become a very large skeleton deal.
Well, I see your mother, Ray, taught you that trick.
Don't you dare speak a fucking word about my mother. This isn't the time to talk, dearie.
You're right. We'll talk later. And, son, I'm sorry.
Father.
I'm sorry for everything.
The seer's angry.
It was my fault. It was never your fault.
3,956 skulls on my body. That's just when I lost track, dearie. Your fault. All of it is your fault.
Yes.
You are a terrible father. You are a terrible ruler. And you are a terrible husband. And all because of you. You let everyone die because of how prideful you are. And I pay your price every day. When I close my eyes, your sorry is nothing to me. The seal goes charging at the bad guy as fast as he can and tries to stab him in the eyes with his horns.
Roll your strength for me. Well, the way we do things a little bit differently when we fight. So Tharizdun was turning just to see this massive beast, but Seer, you're just that much faster than him. And why did you want to embed these horns?
In his eye sockets, dearie.
So, okay. He grips your horns, stunned as he starts pulling them out of his own eyes. His eyes reforming underneath the helmet. You see a blackish blood pouring from there. So, see, Merlin had himself a little child, and that's why I knew where you came from, where your state came from. Not just from those horrifying, disgusting, purified drows that Morgana came from. He throws you back this year. Thankfully, you take no damage. He holds up his hands, a gargantuan spear just starts to form, growing larger.
And then I would like to lift my hand in the air,
Roll
do
that.
a sharp snap, and peace armor.
Does he do like a saving roll, or does it just happen?
I believe he does have to make a saving. Hold on. I think he has to do it on his turn, though. So
God! Okay, like I said, this is how we roll. So, it happened, and oh my God. So, you snap your fingers, Tharizdun snaps. And, just for the narrative, I just want to build this like this. Harry, roll me a d20.
All right, I'm going to roll it in. I've had better luck on here, so I'm going to do it over here. So, 10.
You make it to the ship just as a piece of rubble was falling, crashing down. You freaking jump out of the way, and you're able to make it to a miniature wasp ship. You run to where the controls are, and you're starting to get that bad boy fired up, feeling the rumble, feel it underneath your grasp, and then the doctor.
I am the doctor.
See Fang, he's just bleeding from his side and everything. What would you like to do? What is the first thing you would like to do?
Okay, so I got a question real fast. Is BB with me? Or is BB...
No. Just call for her. That's all the doctor has to do, and she will appear.
Okay, will that count as an action?
Nope, free action.
Okay, I will summon BB.
And with what literally just sounds like a loud snap, you all see what appears. Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot what the species. I believe, was it a blink dog?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you all see the English bulldog blink dog appear. It's BB! She looks at you, and she is in battle mode. Her massive, gargantuan fangs are popping out from underneath, from over her top lip, and you see she has her spiked collar on.
Oh.
All right. What would you like her to do? She has her own action. Actually, you know what? She has her own action, so hold on. Let me see real quick.
Does any of them include any healing abilities?
You know what? Would you like her to heal someone?
If she does that count? Like you said, that counts as BB's own action pool, right?
You know what? I will let that be her free action because I just rolled for her Fury of blows. Hold on. Yeah, BB's a monk. Don't ask me how the hell a dog became a monk. She became a monk.
Monk
So,
power.
Okay.
So
I'd
BB
like
just... So you see this Blink bulldog running, just take off. And as she runs, Tharizdun turns to look. And this Blink dog jumps in the air, and her little paws, everything just in a massive fury of blows, just does 35 damage, stops, and then like a heel, turns around, goes for another, god damn, BB. Another 16 damage from another fury of blows as she comes back to do a heal for Fang.
Good girl. Okay. I promised Fang I was gonna bring him cookies, so I open up a pack of Rarios, not to confuse them for Oreos, but they're shaped like dinosaurs, and I jam them in Fang's mouth. And I want to use... is Tharizdun immune to any control stuff?
Hit me with what you want to...
Okay.
You know I'm
open
for good RP, for good ideas. So what you got?
Okay. I want to use Suggestion. This spell sends a creature into a magical slumber. Oh, what? That's the wrong one. Hold on. I can suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature I see within range. I can hear and understand me, but I can't say something that would like intentionally cause it to hurt itself. Otherwise, that ends the spell.
Oh, okay. So, is it instantaneous or does it require concentration? This is a big question.
Concentration.
So, I'm going to allow this, but it's going to take you a good minute. And as you're starting this, appearing because Tharizdun, now, Figs, what does this spell do to his armor?
Good question. It, all the, like, joints and stuff of the armor, fuse together for the duration. It slows them down and puts disadvantage on weapon attacks and ability checks that use strength or dex. And the speed's reduced by 10 feet.
And then, as this happens, all the joints in the armor fuse together. Tharizdun screams. And then appearing above him, this strange golden armored man appears with what looks like some weird individual just wrapped in a Persian style outfit with a yellow turban and wrap around their face. And you just see glowing yellow eyes. Everin, you see underneath you all this chaos going down, and you definitely see what looks like your father's armor, and everyone is fighting him.
Excellent.
I'm a demon, but we don't talk about that.
Let's see. How do I want to play this? If he's not moving, and I notice that he's not moving, that means he's trapped. He's mine.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to land on the Tarask.
Oh, you land on what? It feels weird because as Fang gets up, he shrouds himself as he eats that magnificent cookie from you, the doctor. He gets up, and then that energy astral form of the Tarask appears again, and you land on the tip of where its nose is. And Fang's just, hey, at least clean those boots first. Ooh, nice golden armor. Who the hell are you?
Behold the rise of the Solar King and the fall of the Unsheathed Emperor.
And I pull out the Mirror of Soul Trapping, and I aim it right for Tharizdun.
Oh.
I'm going to use my vines to wrap around his legs to make sure he can't fucking move.
Oh, shit.
Well, that was a 9 on a d20.
Oh, God. Harry.
Yeah.
Just for thematicness, roll me. I need you to roll me 3 d20s.
All right. 3 in person. And I want to roll higher than 11 for 1. Come on.
And while you're doing that, I don't even need the roll for the... So, oh my God, I just have to wait to hear this number real quick.
Oh, that's a 14, a 3, and a 15.
All right, guys, this is what happened. Harry, you're not stupid. You're smart. You have it to where this ship it's just been revving. It's been burning out essentially. And right at the right moment, give me a one-liner, please. I know you got one for me. Come on. I need a one-liner.
I think here he goes. Prepare for the ultimate enema.
And you send that. Okay, you know what? I actually was imagining this hitting him in the back, so that makes it even better. You send this ship literally right up Tharizdun's ass. It hits him in the back, sending him careening towards the Solar King, holding the mirror as he just goes, Solar King! As Tharizdun, literally the body, everything is ripped and sucked into the mirror.
Goodbye, father.
And I would like to immediately follow in that direction with the dagger.
Oh God, yes. Shatter the crystal with the god-killing dagger. Yes, please.
So, Figs,
Yes.
roll to attack with that dagger.
Okay. And I would like one stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
To keep it away from the group, because you never know what happens. I just type the quick thing, and I'm gonna roll right now.
Alrighty. Figs gets the Solar King, you toss this crystal to Figs.
What's the plus to the dagger, real quick?
Oh boy, that's a +8.
Plus
Okay, that's a 24. That's a 24.
Like I said, you don't need to roll damage for this. As you strike it, crystal shatters. Everything goes quiet. And then the first to speak is Merlin. Good job. You were successful in destroying a good chunk of Tharizdun's soul. As Merlin is walking towards you all, you just see this massive, fire-ish aura around him as he holds his hand. But as of right now, Seer, my son, maybe this will be the first step for you. Everyone else, prepare yourselves. Watch out. I don't know where we'll end up, but I'll stop this final trap. And so, when you destroyed Tharizdun's soul, that triggered a final hidden action that he was prepping. One final spell. Figs, I need you to roll a dodge, please.
Okay. That is 21.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do some math real quick. Let me get some. I gotta get some more dice here real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then let's give that a roll. Okay, and now half of 82 is 41. Figs, how much health do you have?
Oh, that's not a question you want to hear.
I have 66.
You take 41 damage.
Oh my goodness.
As a black hole erupts from the where you destroyed the crystal and you try to jump away. So you take half because you would have taken 82 damage if you wouldn't have gotten high enough.
I'm glad I got it away from everyone.
And the seer,
Yes.
Okay.
your father looks at you. Would you allow him to hug?
What was that?
He asks you, "Can I hug you one time?"
You're up to something, aren't you?
I just want to hold my boy one last time.
The CEO is really mentally and emotionally torn. One last time. But the next time I see you, I'm gonna kill you.
Merlin holds you close, and as he does, he really tightens up. He walks towards the black hole afterwards, and from his hand goes a gargantuan fireball. And with this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh no.
14.
Oh shit.
We have a collision of a level 9 fireball to black hole. And Merlin and Tharizdun each take 152 damage.
Yikes.
And as this gargantuan explosion goes off, Merlin, with the last spell he could cast in time, casts teleport on you guys. Fang jumps on to the doctor, disappears with him, and allow me to paint where each of you are going to land. So, allow me to double check all of our numbers.
So while you're doing that, I felt kind of useless in this fight, but Then again, we could not have won without my moral support, so you're welcome.
Oh no, those
and
cookies
the
were
cookies.
the cookies were clutch.
Oh yeah, and BB.
They also
And
make you go
BB.
up one, and those Rarios also make your Riz level go up by 1.
I
Nice.
love it.
Okay,
They're
so
like rare candy.
Harry,
Do 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 do.
when you open your eyes, you are in Boktor, specifically Helheim.
Well, shit.
You just look all around you, and then from behind you just hear a son. What the hell are you doing here?
Shit. I rammed a ship up an evil asshole's ass, and I ended up here.
And you hear what sounds like a loud squawk, and what looks like best way to put it, it looks like a big overgrown chicken, but wearing what looks like sorcerer robes and is holding a gnarled staff. Indeed, I saw it. It was quite impressive. I'm a Skeksis, and I'm here to... Well, it appears Merlin sent me with you and thought I would be the one best to help you. And it looks like we are going to need to get our way out of hell itself. It looks like we're
Jim
in
Henson
Boktor.
Helheim is this?
I feel like Harry feels like he has a flashback to a person who looks like him, and he's holding his head. And I think it's just like this, dimensional depth sickness or something, because he's just holding his head and he's just picturing himself holding a grenade launcher and fighting what looks like a demon, but it also is in the stupidest looking. Let me make sure I describe this right. It's this demon with a bright red nose and the most pinchable cheeks in a green costume that covers all but the front of the face, with the biggest black eyebrows, a yellow Speedo, and making the gayest pose ever as casting spells at him.
So what I'm hearing is that this person you're seeing would give anyone looking at him a tingle?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
And this is the oldest callback we've ever done on Dungeons and Pop, because Harry Hessel is...
I hate you both in the best way possible.
I just imagine Captain Ginyu.
We'll say he's doing the pose Captain Ginyu did, where he's looking between his legs, bent over at you.
Oh Jesus!
Tingle Captain Ginyu. That's exactly what popped in my mind.
I've been the worst places.
Okay, so that is Harry. That's where you have been. Oh. Now we are going to go to where, because 2 of our players have actually ended up in the same location, Figs and Everend. It's really, really hot because you're ending up in the elemental plane of fire. And specifically, you've landed in what's like a very private, it's a hidden tower castle. And you've landed in the private quarters of the mortally wounded Suitor. And as Suitor sees both of you land in here, he just goes, "Who the hell are you both, and why are you in my home?"
I'm just gonna take a nap here.
You may call me the Solar Chain. As for why I am here, and specifically in your bedchambers, I have absolutely no idea. However, I do not wish to fail. And we come to an accord.
Well, brother, you say you're the Solar King. Well, I'm the one who brings the true burning. I'm the one who wins, the one named Odin. I'm the pure fire. I am Suitor. And he's doing
he's flexing in your chest.
Yeah, you see from the hole above his chest, he's just flexing both of his pecs. Oh, that hurts, brother. Oh. Some dastardly. Oh, brother.
As I said, I have no quarrel with you.
Well, if you could possibly find some way to help me receive my full glorious maximiness of my magnificent abs from this hole in my chest, I'll help you find your way out of this plane. Because you obviously don't look like you'll get along well here in such a environment, and your friend there looks like they could use their nap.
Yes, he does. Speaking of,
And I'm going to pull out something from my cloak.
Excellent. What would you like to pull out?
Well, I have 4 potions of healing. I would like to pull those out and use them.
Excellent. Oh, are you giving them the figs?
I'm going to start with 1 because I don't know how injured she is, and we'll go from there.
I got 25 health.
So I have a feeling, I'm gonna give 1 to Figs, and then I'm gonna offer 1 to Surtur, see if maybe that'll help him. And if not, then okay, I'll give as many as I need to Figs.
And you know what?
2d4 plus 2, correct?
Yep. So as Figs, as you roll for, I'm going to say you give 3 to Fig. So
Okay.
roll for 3 of them, and as we do that, I'm saving the best for last because I'm going to go to you, Seer,
Yes?
because you land right in the middle of an interesting group because you are going to land in Shadowfell, which is
Ooh.
currently the home to all the refugees and survivors of the Far Realm. And right now, you are in the middle of an argument between 4 beholders. Nah, bro, nah, bro, this is my territory. Nah, bro. Yes, beholders are bros.
Oh.
Bro, are you looking at my stocks, bro? Bro, no, he's looking at my stocks, bro. And they start casting sigh at each other. Bro, I am so sorry you're having to go through this, but please follow me and I'll get you away from these ignoramuses. And you see an aboleth in front of you.
And who, pray tell, might you be?
My name is Harry. Honestly, I am, the liaison for the refugees.
Oh, that's quite lovely. The sea is going to collapse. He needs his seas back, and he doesn't see Lord Nibbles anywhere.
Oh, I was a little naughty. So, allow me
What
to...
did you do?
This is ending on a cliffhanger. So, the seer...
Oh, hell no!
Yup. Because the seer, as you look around, you definitely don't see Lord Nibbles.
Oh, that's going to get really bad.
You fall on the aboleth, and the aboleth is going to take you to, of course, one of their tents for medical. And, like I said, I'm saving the best for last. As we join Twinkie and Lord Nibbles as they have landed in the elemental plane of air. And they land in the last of his species, the genie's kingdom. Well, what do we have here? It looks like a hamster and some, green thing with legs. I would immediately destroy everything. If anything ever happened to you, I would destroy everything in this plane and then kill myself. You are a treasure to be protected. And he's just looking at little Twinkie and Lord Nibbles. Twinkie. And they just follow behind the genie into his kingdom. And now, finally, I would like to come to the person I know has been sitting and waiting. The doctor, you land, and I hate to say this, but it's probably the most dangerous of all the landing locations. You land in the Feywilds with Fang. And Fang is looking around, sweating and scared shitless. We can't be here. We can't be here. Oh, God, we can't be here.
Why?
And you hear the roar of an adult Tarask, and you just hear Fang go, Mom, as everything rumbles underneath you. 2 trees fall down, and you just see what looks like a woman with very super long blonde hair, and she's definitely dressed like a female cave woman. She has a fur bra top, a fur bottom, and fur boots. And she has what looks like a rock club that is this thing is gargantuanly huge. It would be better for a giant to use it.
I'm both scared and aroused. I am scaroused.
And Fang just looks and goes, God, Mom? And she just looks and goes, you little shit! You're gonna come and try to usurp my plane? And all Fang can say, as he grabs your hand, the Doc, is... as she raises her giant club to chase after you two.
I quickly lift up my last pack of Rarios to make an offering. Peace offering.
Oh, this is a great cliffhanger because her feet dig into the ground as she grabs you by the shirt collar, and Fang just face palms and goes, God, never give it to... Oh, no. And she looks at you and looks at Fang and goes, oh, son, why didn't you tell me you were bringing me a mate? And puts you over her shoulder and starts taking you to her little hut.
I need an adult.
You just hear a, I am an adult. And, ladies and gentlemen, with this, everyone has been blasted to different planes. Poor little Bella has no idea what has happened.
No, she's busy having a crisis of her own.
Well, especially because that necklace is getting weird.
Oh no. Well, at least she'll get one day's break before everything goes back to going to shit.
And as I said, and with this cliffhanger, we end off with everyone split up. And as Bella sleeps, that necklace around her neck, the ring inside, slowly phasing and wrapping around her heart.
Oh no.
And with this one, everyone, I end this session off on one of our biggest cliffhangers. And I thank you, listeners, for joining us for such a big episode of Romance of the Ship Kingdom. Thank you, and goodbye.